So, talking about this successful factor, um, what is the most, I would say, crucial element or characteristic, or what do you need to have as a person to be successful in real estate? What would you say it has been for you?
So there's a lot of different pieces to the puzzle here. I'll give one analogy, just one, just to show you what goes into something like this. So sometimes I'll have people come to me because I'm a loan officer, right? And people come to me like, "Hey, man, I've had some issues with my credit." Okay, cool, but I want to buy 100 properties. All right, well, let's time out for a second because if you've had an issue with 5 bills, how are you going to get to 5,000 bills? So the little things that you do in your life help you be successful. Organization, budgeting, like these are tests. I want you to take them as tests. Can I be successful? Test yourself every day. And it's just like grade school. If you don't pass the test, you're going to repeat the grade. And that's why you'll see some people that are just facing the same issues over and over and over. They can't pass that test, man. Pass that test, because that will lead you to more successful things. I know this. What does this have to do with real estate? Maybe nothing. Maybe real estate isn't right for you. I'll have some people too, Pedro, like, "Hey, I want to become a millionaire in real estate because my family and all is functional, And well, hold on. Being wealthy might make your family more dysfunctional. All right, and there's things going on that you need to address here, spiritually here. So this isn't all about money. It's a holistic picture about your life. And the more clear that you can see your vision, the more successful you will be. I hope that makes sense how I'm saying it.
It does. It does. How do you personally approach risk management?
Oh, yeah. So, man, honestly, to me, there's very little risk in real estate. So I am a person that lives below my means. I put that extra money aside to put into real estate. And I know that in the long term, the real estate will be okay. And I mean like in 20 years. So it took me 20 years to get to where I am now. I wasn't a millionaire 20 years ago, but I am now. It took me 20 years. It's a very long-term, I don't mean this in a bragging way, okay? I hope it doesn't come across like that. I mean it in, like, we've got to look at it from a very long-term perspective. I only buy maybe 1 or 2 properties a year. That's it. Because I've got a regular job. I still provide for my family with my job. That's what I do for a living. And real estate is my side hustle. And luckily, my side hustle does well. So I look at it from a very long-term perspective, keep my cash in my properties as small as I can to mitigate risk, right? And then as long as I plan on my cash flow not being too huge, 5-year perspective, I actually then sell my properties, Jorge, at the end of 5 years and multiply them into 2. So I buy 1, sell 1 to buy 2. But it's a long-term perspective, and I keep it focused on that. I hope that helps with the understanding.
Andrew, let me ask you this. Today, I mean, even after COVID era and all that, is networking and relationship building is still as important as it was before? I mean, do you still focus on networking nowadays?
Oh, man, you should see. If you follow me on Instagram or Facebook or anything, you'll see how much networking I do. You better believe I'm networking at every opportunity that I can. People retire. People go away. Sometimes they pass, Your network is critically important. During COVID, none of my tenants missed a payment. None. Because I had a great property manager who screens them. The only way I would have found that property manager is by going to a real estate investor group and networking and meeting that person. It's the most important skill set for you to have.
As far as market trends, where do you keep informed? What sources do you use to be updated as far as what's going on?
Yeah, there's lots of sources out there that are macro, meaning like the large picture, like here it is for all of America. And that's cool, but I need local trends, local numbers. So usually there is a real estate association in your metro area or in your towns that you need to track and follow. We have several. I live in Dallas, so we have a couple here, and I absolutely follow the news that they put out. There's also a great real estate center in Texas that is run by the Texas A&M University. So usually you might have some local universities that you can plug into and gather. I've been to some of their speaking engagements to learn about local numbers. The local stuff is the most important piece of it. Is it important for me to get plugged into my local politicians? Maybe, but I feel like it's much more important to be connected to the real estate community in some way so that I can see what my local trends and local housing numbers look like every month.
Okay. How does the market look today? Is it optimistic, or are you hopeful about the real estate now today?
The best time to buy real estate is 5 years ago. In 5 years, anybody that bought a house this year is going to be very thankful. It's already there. It's just consumer confidence is a thing, and a lot of people are having a very hard time right now. And I don't want to downplay that. That's really important for us to realize and understand. But if you are in a position to purchase a home or invest in real estate, you're going to be very thankful in 5 years.